We have established that Skullgrin is eventually retooled into the G2 Cybertronian troopers. And in Power of the Primes, he is Liege Maximo's Prime Master. We've established this. So, what if you think about it? You really, really think about it. Since Legacy is like, every continuity gets a toy. I mean, even the Auto Roopers got a toy, and they come from ugh, Kiss players. Eh. Anyway, we don't talk about Kiss players, but and then when you think about it, Power of the Prime, Skullgrin didn't really show many feats besides having a giant claw. But G1 Skullgrin had a bunch of stuff. So maybe since Legacy is all about the universes of Cybertron colliding, stay with me now. Maybe it means like Power of the Prime Skullgrin was secretly a time traveling G1 Skullgrin, since time travel, especially in G1, is very confirmed. And then maybe like Skullgrin is like one of the generals to the army of G2 troopers and is actually an upgrade. Like if a G2 trooper shows their full loyalty to the Master of Manipulation, then, you know, maybe Skullgrin was secretly a Liege Maximo follower this whole time and we never knew. I mean, also the Pretenders go into more bestial modes, hence why in the G1 continuity, that's how Onis exist, because they saw the Decepticon Pretenders and were like, "Oh shit!" And also Skullgrin is a sadistic shithead. So I mean, it would make sense that he would follow a mass manipulative shithead. Just makes sense. The shithead would follow the shithead. Also, hear me out on, you know how I said G-axis and vector prime are retools? Well, G-axis is the original mold for vector prime. What if in continuity it was the other way around? No, 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 no. Before you call me dumb, hear me out. Vector prime is the prime of, well, time and multiversal stuff. G-axis also does multiversal stuff. But you see, the key difference is in the Prime Wars, or whatever, Liege Maximo basically manipulates the Primes with his manipulation powers to basically be like, but like G-Axis also does time warpy thingies, so it wouldn't be out of the characters for them to be weird like that. So yeah. So what if G-Axis, because when the Prime Wars were happening, Liege Maximo's main ability is basically making people do whatever he wants. What if there was a timeline where Vector Prime didn't go into his pocket dimension and then basically he got corrupted by G-Axis, or not by G-Axis, I'm stupid, by Liege Maximo, and then like, oh no, maybe like he'd lost his prime abilities when he got, I guess, rebuilt, but he'd like, I don't know, like still had his affinity for space time junk, so maybe that's why he makes a bunch of clones like G2 Ironhide or G2 Bumblebee. Maybe. Also, another thing to add to my theory is their boot lines are similar. They both have double pinholes, except G-Axis is using them. Meanwhile, Vector Prime, they are designed into them. And also, think about this. The Cybertronians make more troops via a lost art called budding, where they rip their molecule structures apart, or molecular. And also, G-Axis has also made his own dimensional thingy. They may not be the exact to Vector and his pocket dimensions, but Still important to keep in mind, they also both are very stubborn to get their goals. Jaxus is no ordinary transformer. He possesses unusual origins compared to most of his race, and has a drive to forge a united Cybertronian civilization across known universe. Jaxus is now one for improvisation. He has been denying his impulses for so long that it has weakened his ability to think on his feet in many situations. Once Jaxus has set a course of action, it is tough for him to diverge from his strategy. From his canonical wiki, by the way. This is not my own stuff. Also, the Twilight, Jaxus' ship, looks similar to Vector Prime's alt mode. But wait, there's more. Look how similar their heads are. I mean, seriously, it looks very similar. I mean, come on. They both have the little triangle on their head, but it's parallel. There's just a lot of color parallels. They both have these little chin beard things. I mean, seriously, look at it. And also, the full art has multiple people from that same continuity, but different dimensional possibilities of them. Which, yes, they are all from the same continuity, but they are all different universes of that same continuity. As you can see, if you look in the corner, you can see Dark Convoy or Nemesis Prime from the Universe storyline. And he is a what if universe, basically, of Optimus Prime from, I believe, Armada. Or Energon, I don't know. And look, he has made Bumblebee, Soundwave, Ironhide. Hell, even made Mirage and a bunch of others, and possibly Frenzy if you look at the background. Purple guy. All using their alternative universe designs. Not their in this continuity design, their G1 toy designs. With some liberations. Plus, Mindset is possibly the butt of Onslaught, which means it'd only make sense. Then they can be reformulated / corrupted bots. Death's Head is either corrupted or butted to this nameless soldier. They look almost the exact same, or. Death's Head is secretly a liege spy, since, I mean, literally look at these two. They look almost identical. Also, the Saber's captain, he looks like a mix of Ironhide and Swamp Thing. And see, this is one Marvel on Transformers, so it proves my theory even more that there is a continuity warper, cuz. How could he look like Swamp Thing? It all makes sense now. So maybe this is an alternative Ironhide. This guy. He has a barrel that looks like a hollowed out Soundwave cannon, and the chest pattern looks like Ultra Magnus's chest pattern. And also, if this is possibly a weapon, think. It looks like it has ropes around it, and it seems to be the one on the back of its arm. And if G1 has sword wielders, which it does, definitely does, then what if, because of how it's formed, maybe it's a corrupted copy of the Menasor blade, or an original? And maybe the Menasor blade is the copy, maybe a modernized copy. So maybe there are some G1 troops who are inspiration for certain weapons types or use mixtures of weapon types, and maybe Liege Maximo's whole manipulation thing could go to the body and then could mess up and make all sorts of deformed and twisted kind of Unicron styled weapons and soldiers and stuff. So yeah, that's all for the rant. But yeah. I hope you enjoy my stupidity.